So I have an announcement to make. Oh, we need that on. This is an absolutely ridiculously gorgeous campsite. The whole campground. And we're going to walk here in just a minute. Normally it's one of those that like, you have to reserve so far in advance. But everything is closed. In fact, there's a couple of the other loops that are closed. There's no services, there's no water, garbage, the bathrooms are all closed, everything's closed. So basically, you're dry camping, you're boondocking, you just have a really nice place to park and do that, so. Come on, Biscuit.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Yes, she's a good girl. Oh, you're a good girl. She's a good girl. Yeah.
Hi, how are you? We're in this awesome campground, and I have somebody to introduce. Her name is Biscuit. She's a little heeler cross. We think she's about 6 years old. She's quite petite for her age, but that's one of the things we love about her. So much has happened. So much has happened. And I'm not sure how some of the other video footage I've got is going to tie into everything, but we made our way towards Idaho Falls and just took some time. So I picked Biscuit up from the animal shelter in Idaho Falls, and my daughter is doing a fundraiser for that particular shelter. It's part of a high school project, type of thing. And I mean, I've been thinking of getting a dog for a while. My circumstances 3 or 4 months ago wouldn't have allowed it, but things have changed, and thankfully so. And so now I'm in a place where I can. So we happened to go in there one day, and it was right before they were closing. We had like 10 minutes. And we walked in, and it was Friday. We walked in and looked at some of the dogs, and this is like any shelter scenario or situation. It's loud, it's just ridiculously noisy and everything. And there she was, just sitting calmly back on her little bed thing. But she was also, you could tell she was just stressed. We looked at her a little bit, went up and asked about her. She was picked up as a stray. They don't know anything about her. She wasn't chipped or anything. So after the waiting period, they went ahead and had her fixed or spayed and chipped and checked out. by their staff vet, and Monday was a holiday, so we had to wait an extra day. But it was good for me to take that time to really think, to really evaluate my situation, my goals, what am I doing, where am I going, and eventually coming to that point of saying, you know, having a companion will be nice. And it's only been a week, and she is behaving so good. She loves the van. She's right at home. She does wonderful out and about. She will go wander a little bit. I keep an eye on her. For the first several days, I didn't let her off leash at all. Oh my gosh, so what else have we been up to? We stopped at EBR1 on our way to Idaho Falls. Hopefully y'all have seen that video. And we got to work, or I don't know why I always say we. I got to work at the Teton Overland show. That was so cool. I so wished I had filmed a little bit for you, but working it was quite busy. I worked the geyser shower booth. They posted on their Instagram that they needed some help, and I put in for it, and thank goodness they totally selected me. And that was so cool. Geyser is a system, and I know you're like, oh my god, Danielle, why do you keep talking? I really like the product. It works great. And the fact you can take a shower for less than a gallon of water, and we, you know, anyway, I digress. So, anyway, I did that my first weekend up here. Oh, it was so cool. So cool to be a part of that show. I found some new tires for the van. I don't know if any of you have noticed in some of the videos, but the tires were scary. And it's one of those things. I'm about safety and being safe and all the things, and I get it, I understand it. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to spend the money. Let's face it, tires are really expensive too. So I had been keeping an eye on the local Craigslist and Facebook, and wherever I go, I will do that. If I'm in need of something, I will look locally of where I'm at, see if I can find it used, or whatever the case may be. Anyway, I found a really nice set of tires, a fair price. So I grabbed those, we got those put on. I know that my alignment is out and I need to get that taken care of, but I know that's going to be expensive because there's a lot of parts that are going to need to be replaced. My steering is a little tired. Like the rest of the van, it's kind of tired. I've done a couple of other camping trips while I've been in this area, and even met up with a couple of other YouTubers. That's been really cool. Out of some respect, you know, for them, their privacy, their, you know, things like that. I hadn't filmed any of that, and admittedly, I haven't filmed much, and I feel bad for that. I really do, because I like to share, and I look back and I'm like, oh, I wish I would have recorded more and, you know, put more together, but I didn't. And I think there's just been so much kind of going on in this short period of time. I don't think I can begin to describe it. I've lacked the confidence to press the red button. Sometimes I think it's silly because I'm doing this. I like to share with you. I like to share with everybody that watches. But also, like, this is a journal of my experience. I've been full-time in the van for a year and a half. I'm coming up on my second winter, and I look back on it and I'm like, I have some knowledge, I have some experience that I can share with you and anybody, but also as just a journal of what I've been through. Not only some of the challenges, but ways to get to work around them and work through them and get to that point where, like, oh, well, I'm pretty comfortable at this. So, you know, it just is what it is, and confidence is a thing. I also have my day job, and that can be a challenge to work around because it starts really early in the morning. So a lot of the times when I get up bright and early, and it's one of the first things I wake up, get situated, and log into work. And then I'm working for 8 hours, and so I really can't pick up a camera, or it's challenging to be able to pick up a camera and do some recording while I'm working. She is the chipmunk chaser. Yes, she is. Chipmunk chaser. Should we keep walking? Let's keep walking. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got Starlink, which is pretty cool. And I gotta tell you, I agonized so much over whether I was gonna get it or not. And it's the only reason I can be where I'm at right now. There isn't cell service enough for me to be able to work, even with the Wii Boost. It tries, but it's just not enough. But I agonized and agonized for so many reasons. So for now, it's the only solution out there that's really feasible, that really allows true remote work from anywhere kind of connections. So I broke down and got Starlink. So far though, it's working really well. It's allowed me to be out here. I'm excited to see what it'll let me do in the future. What is it? Good girl. Come on. Here, Biscuit. This is the absolutely gorgeous Henry Sport. He camped like right on it. I did get the fishing pole out a couple of times. It has some of the best fly fishing around. It's absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend. If you get a chance, come visit and check it out. As I bring this video to a close, I just wanted to express my appreciation and gratitude. The fact that you've taken the time to view this video, and interactions, likes, comments, questions, all those things, they really mean a lot to me, and it helps to encourage me. I think from here, we're probably going to head north. Colder weather is coming, but I'd like to grab one more state on my list before we head to somewhere warmer. Don't forget, go out there and create your own adventure, but leave it better than when you found it. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.